This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Clipper model 1285 SST tent camper. So this is a how-to video. I'm just going to go over some of the features. Now, when it comes to setting it up and putting it down, we'll obviously show you how it goes down and all that. But you can also refer to the manufacturer's video for this model when it comes to that. This is kind of a supplemental video. I'll go over a few more things and show you through it, okay? So first of all, this is your LP Quick Connect here. It comes with a grill. The grill is in this compartment here. So you can either slide it out this way or remove the grill before you put the bed out, right? But the grill and the grill rail is right there, and you just connect it to that LP fitting. This is to fill your fresh water tank. If you're camping someplace without city water and you need to fill your fresh water tank and then use the onboard pump to pump the water, like if you're boondocking or something like that, you can fill that, pre-fill it, and then pump it out of there, like I said, using the onboard pump. I'll show you how the pump works or where the switch is when we get inside. Okay. Now this can be let me see if I can do this one-handed. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn the camera. Give me a second. I'm gonna set it down here. I can only do so much with one hand. Okay. Alrighty, so this can slide out when you have the trailer already set up, and you can access it from here. There's your grill right there, okay? It cranks up, the roof cranks up. You only crank it, let me show you over here. You keep your eye on this tension cable here, and it should be tight. If you over tighten it, it can pull loose. If it does, you just screw it in right next to it, usually at the top, okay? But you get it tight, and that way, what that does is allows you to set it at the proper height so the door fits correctly. So keep that in mind. You have an LP tank, 20 pound, full. You got a new deep cycle marine battery in front of it. Slide room is out, of course. Now, your refrigerator, the flash thing on me. The controls for your refrigerator are here. You can use a coin or a screwdriver to open that up. Let me find something here. Let me walk over here. Okay. So you can just open it up, like I said, with a screwdriver or a coin or something. And those are the controls for your refrigerator. The refrigerator is gas absorption, so it works on 110 AC, it works on 12 volt DC, and it works on LP gas. These are almost all the same on all the trailers. Let me see what we've got here. There we go. So here you can see to turn on the electric heating element on 110 AC, it's the green switch here, right? That's what you're going to use generally when you're at the campground. If you want to pull it down the road using 12 volts, you can turn it on here. If you want to use the gas, you're going to turn this knob to high, depress it, and then push the red spark button right behind it. At the same time, you'll actually see it burning inside that little spy hole there. So that's how you run it on gas. You shut it off that way. Like it says on here, only use one energy source at a time. So 9 times out of 10, you're just going to be using this, right? So keep that in mind. Never double up on energy sources. So just one at a time. Okay? So that's the controls for your refrigerator. This is just a sprayer, water sprayer. This is your water heater here. So this works on gas, LP gas. The switch to control it is inside. Right now the anode rod is pulled out. It goes in there. It's your drain plug / anode rod. This trailer's winterized right now, so there's no water in the tank. The tank is bypassed, that sort of thing, okay? So never run the hot water tank without water in it, okay? Or you'll damage it. So make sure you always fill it with water before you do that, okay? I'll show you how to operate it from the inside. Do this one-handed again here. Okay. Your cord pulls out of here. 25 or 30 feet long, 30 amp. We also give you a reducer to reduce it down to a 20. This is your city water hook up here. That's the most common way to get water to the trailer right there. I showed you can fill the fresh water tank on the other side if you don't have city water. But if you do have city water, just put it right there. And this is your sink drain here. You just unscrew this cap and you can make up a hose for it. You just go to the Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever, and get the parts and make the hose as long as you want to go to a sewer or a 5-gallon bucket or whatever you want to do, but that's the sink drain. Okay. Alright, so let's look around inside here. An idea of what's happening. This is a cassette toilet made by Thetford. Now they're inside the trailer, and I'm sure in the packet there are some directions for it. But the best way to learn about this is to go to their Thetford's website, and this is a cassette toilet. Look at their videos for the cassette toilet. You can see the toilets here, the flusher, the flapper opening, and this is a cassette that comes out it's like a miniature black tank, so to speak. So the best way to learn about that is you can use the literature, but the best way is the manufacturer's videos online. Okay. That's your furnace there. Now the thermostat is over here. See, it's at the very bottom here. Always click it to the left to shut it off. It's got a, it'll resist right there until you click it over to turn it on. When you shut it off, make sure it clicks when you turn it to the left so you can hear it. It lights by itself. You don't have to do anything except turn it on. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right there. It should always be green like it is. If not, get it serviced. Your water heater, you light right here on gas, right? This is for your water pump right there. So use that water pump to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. Now this plug is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI, even the one on the outside. So if you're using something outside that pops, you're going to reset it in here. Now this gets us to the back of the water heater. Now there are bypass valves back here. You'll have to educate yourself. You may know all this stuff already, but if not, you have to educate yourself. But those are the bypass valves for the water heater, and there's also the water pump in there too. Okay, that's just shuts like that. Let me shut my light off here. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So this is the refrigerator here. It latches by turning this way. You have some storage under here and a drawer here. Now this is your cooktop. You light this with it's hooked to the LP tank, so you light this with a lighter. And this is your sink, obviously. The reason you have this screw-in drain plug is just because it sloshes around a bit. When you bring it this way, the lights will go out first of all. Whoops, let me do it this way. One hand again. Okay. Let me set the camera down for a second. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so it folds down to like this. The reason the lights went out are because there's these two kill switches right here. So when you put this up in position, it depresses these and the lights go on. Right? Just so you know that it's there, that those switches are there, okay? Alrighty. This, of course, folds out into a little bed. Your keys are right here. You have your mattresses have a heater. You can see right here there's a port right there. So I think I saw the stuff under here. Let me see. Yeah. So here you have these fan-like combos that clip on the bed ends, and you can use them for a fan and a light when you're in bed. What else they give you with this? There's another one here. This is a reducer to reduce your plug down to a 20 amp. Some toilet chemical. That's a regulator for the water. They give you a lot of stuff in here. Okay. And there's some more down there. There's your wheel for it. Okay. Let me look here just for the heck of it. Okay. So, I'll turn the light back on here. So all you're going to do is grab it here if you can see in the dark that well. We'll just go up like this. And there the lights come back on. Okay. Some more storage under there. Of course your table folds up into a table. There's also I bet it's under here. Let's see. There's also oh no, it's over here. This is your power converter right here. So this converts AC to DC power. It's kind of tricky to get it open. Come on now, don't fight me. Of course it's got to fight me. Well, it's a push button. Let me see here. I think I didn't take that screwdriver with me. Come on now. So the spring has lost its sprung, or the spring is sprung. Let me look for something to get behind there so I can pull it open for you, if it's possible. All right, hold on. Let me go get something here. Over to my tools. There we go. Okay, so back down to the power converter. See if I can get this to pop open here. Okay, so this is your power converter. It converts AC to DC power. I know the light's not very good here. I'm going to have to... Here it is right here. Okay. Bring my flashlight over here so you can see better. But, okay, so you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers here. As long as you're plugged in, you got 110 AC at these circuit breakers. They're labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side. You see you got 12 volt fuses on this side, and they're all labeled. So that's where the 12 volt comes from. This is also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up front on the tongue needs, and it'll send as many amps necessary to keep it charged. This is as long as it's plugged in, of course. So it will charge up your battery for you also. Okay, that's the power converter. So because of the way it fits, you might have to use a little screwdriver to open it. Just pry it open. Like I said, this pulls out, it turns into another bed. This drops down into a bed, so there's two, and then you have your two main beds, so there's four beds here. Keep in mind that this, when you're putting the beds in and out, you always got to pull up on these safeties here, right? See how it's coming in? Like so. Anyway, I'll have to, in order for that to go back in, you'd have to take this down so there's not as much tension on it. But whenever you're pulling in these in or out, you gotta unlatch them this way, okay? For the slide room, this is the latch here. It's latched shut right now. Whoops, I'm sorry, right there. So you have to flip that latch in order to bring the slide room in. The beds are suspended by these cables here. As you can see, there's another latch there. you have a 2-speed or a 3-speed vent. You have to crank the lid open manually with this. There's also a little latch lock there to lock it so it doesn't creep open when you're, and water creeps in when you're going down the road in the rain. So keep that in mind. There's 3 speed switch there. Your air conditioner works like any air conditioner, like a window air conditioner. This one right here is thermostat. And then this one right here gives you 2 fan speeds, which are just a fan running without the air compressor. And then 2 cool speeds, which is full air conditioning, low and high. Okay? Alrighty. See what else I've got here. Okay. Let me put this down so I can sit on it. Okay. So, you have light switches here, of course. And you have blue LEDs up there on your awning. This is a charger, obviously, for cell phones and what have you. Your radio, it's obviously AM, FM radio. It has, let me see, it has AM, FM radio, obviously. Two sources. Zone A is inside the trailer. Zone B is on the outside speakers. And you have presets on it, like a normal radio would have. Clock, that usual stuff. And yeah, so it basically it does everything that like a car radio would do, so to speak. So, okay. Let's see what else we have here. Now the door, like I said, you can learn more about setup. We'll show it to you. Plus, you can look at the Clipper website. But the door is normally stowed up here when you're traveling. You can see it's in place now, the screen door. You can hang a shower. There's 2 different rings, an inner ring and an outer ring. Well, no, let me take that back. There's 1 ring, and then you have this curtain here. But you can hang a shower curtain right here if you choose to, so the water doesn't get splashed around. All right. Like I said, right now this is winterized. There's antifreeze in the system, so keep that in mind. You have to de-winterize it come summertime. Also, these here, you have 2 of these braces here. So people give you different reasons or different definitions of what they're for, but these are just you get 2 of them. They go kitty corner from each other, and they only have 1 function. Let's do this one over here. You can use them any place as long as they're kitty corner from each other. It's low tech. You just slide it up there and clip it in place like that. And all it does is adds more strength to the roof. So you're out in the woods. Let's say a tree falls or tree branches fall, a big one. The roof is pretty strong. It's got a cable holding it up. But if you put these on here, it'll really increase the strength. And if he gets hit by, like I say, a falling branch, whatever, it's not gonna. It's gonna hold it up without it coming down on you. So, just a safety thing. Comes with 2 of those, kitty corner from each other. Okay. I think that about covers it. Let me look around here. This actually hangs down like this. Like so. Okay. This is a curtain. I don't want to see exactly where it goes, but it comes with it, so apparently you can install it if you want to. I would bet it goes here if you wanted to. It's held up with Velcro, I would think. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your seals on the roof. Each corner on the outside, the corner caps, expect those for any kind of cracking or separation. The vent on the outside on the roof of the trailer, make sure the sealant's always good there. Just any place you see caulk from the factory, you're going to keep looking at it, and if you see it start to fail or crack, then you're going to take care of it immediately. You don't use hardware store caulk on this. You always go to an RV place and get, in this case, it's clear Proflex or equivalent, but don't use regular hardware store caulk. It's not hardy enough. So, okay. And like I said, we're winterized right now, so the water heater is bypassed, it's empty, and there's antifreeze in the system and no water, okay? Thank you very much.